Greetings, I've joined us tonight's broadcast. Been up since 5 o'clock in the morning. Had some rest, but not much. So we're running at low capacity. We'll do what we can. And this is the new normal. Hopefully I get more rest next week and a week after. I was going to make an individual video about this, but why bother? So YouTube pretty much demonetized my channel. So you're welcome. No more 5 ads before the video. I don't know. They're just adding like 20 ads before the video nowadays. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. So, yeah, it's marked as harmful. And I looked at their harmful stuff, and I don't talk about any of that stuff. So, okay, whatever they say. So, well, here we are. So it's going to go through appeal. I'm part of a multi-channel for protection purposes. For like this, I kind of like having your own lawyer to talk to YouTube. So we'll see how that goes. So I just submitted it not too long ago. So it'll probably take, who knows? I haven't heard back. Obviously, it'll probably take a day to hear back if I hear back anything. So I imagine they received it by now. So yeah, eye opener. Yeah. So great. As far as I know, I mean the future is never that clear. So what happened to David Icke, and I'm not too far from it. So we'll see. I'm talking about 5G, like running everything and controlling everything, and I do talk about the virus here and there, but even that's not that. I don't go that deep into it. But we'll see. So figured go into Ashtar command and Prime Creator and keep it kind of low down. Keep it simple. Something like that. So we are in the year of disclosure, of some kind of disclosure this year. Like I said, for a couple months, who knows? Yeah, we're gearing up for some kind of change. Like set the stage for letting go of our old ways, you can say. Yeah, we're just getting started. And however you want to look at the virus and all that it's doing, it's pushing us to a new direction. Let's put it that way. Whatever agenda you want to see with that, we're definitely going to a new direction. So as for disclosure, yeah, no one ever knows when this thing's going to hit. A couple years ago, I don't remember what year it was. I was at Universal Studios, and there was a being. I heard it talk through like I was awake walking around. I felt it talk. It was talking to me, well, more telepathically, but you can feel the energy of it. So, it was talking anyway. Told me to talk about alien disclosure, and that was it. It's like the happiest being in the world. I mentioned it here and there in the past. I don't know if I mentioned it last time. I don't remember that. And this wasn't an astral thing. I didn't wake up with scars or anything. I was going about my day to do a channeling, and then a being talks to me through another dimension, just for a second. So that was cool. And I channeled the being too after that. And I don't remember who it was either, but it doesn't really matter. I still remember how it went down. And it was a surreal day, that's for sure. It was a couple of years ago, and it got me. I remember I was going to talk about the Illuminati. I had a book about it. And then that happened. That derailed that whole Illuminati thing. I was going to tap into more of that. I was like, hell with that. So I just went into this whole alien disclosure binge and recorded it on Blog Talk Radio and things like that, talking about it by myself before we did any of the radio shows, way before the radio show was ever really put together. It just me talking about it. If I didn't have any callers, then I just talk about alien disclosure. So I've been doing this for a while. It's like you're, not exactly the most popular subject matter. Always when you take it, connect to the rest of the world, they don't even care or want to know. So we are going through some kind of disclosure anomaly. Yeah, sometime this year. Of course, I felt that a couple of years ago too, but this is a lot different. That was more like me wanting it to happen because I felt their vibrations everywhere. I mean, technically, I was having an alien disclosure at a couple years ago, and after that message, it's been like I could feel them. I don't know what they're doing, or so I just kind of continued on with the alien disclosure theme until I wore it out. Yeah, it's hard. So here we are again. So I don't have a date or anything. We just have to see what happens. But we are going into some kind of new. I mean, the world's all broken down, right? So we're in the era of new things. Yeah, be careful what you wish for. If you want your alien being, be more specific. Obviously, people want the friendly ones. Sure, if you're ready for that, really, your whole life's going to change dramatically. So it's good to heal and fix yourself here at any level that you feel is comfortable. And then they'll show up in your own energy field as you shift. Yeah. I also feel like, at least in my experience, the Zetas are real strong with me. They, from my experience, one of the reasons I have their DNA is to lock out the dream world, quite a bit of it. 'Cause I don't remember anything. Some things here and there. My cat showed up last night, which is nice. But most things are shut off. Like the astral, it's all closed off. Well, I feel like the Zeta, at least from my experience, it's an extra layer of protection, so I don't remember what the hell is going on. So other people can connect to astral and just have a blast. I don't remember anything. I get dreams here and there, little things. But the astral stuff, like sometimes I might remember something. Like other versions of Earth, I'll get a little bit of that. And in that other versions of Earth, I was going to go into some of that, at least my experience. I'm working on it. I'm still, yeah, some of this stuff's a little bit, even for me to mention that. Because, you talk about aliens, talk about spirit guides, we talk about other versions of Earth, and you talk about a whole nother version of weird. I'm working on that. So, yeah, going to some of my experiences and what I'm healing right now. Which probably not going to sit well with many people, but anyway. I'm here to bring in new realities, right? Fuck me. So, yeah. Whatever you say. Okay. Just for an update, those are SimonTalk.com. So yeah, YouTube gave me this shove. Maybe because I'm doing this. We have a schedule on that channel. This is my calendar availability. Google Hangouts, Zoom, and channeling by phone. It's recorded if you want it recorded. And I'm on the 7th, I think, of last week. So I'm a week behind or some same situation here. Our channel is here as I do recommend social network and awesomeness. And so to go back, I mentioned this way back, but The Big Short, I kind of feel like I'm in the same boat. Others might feel the same way. Basically, The Big Short, it's a movie, it's a book, it happened for real. Not exactly how the movie is, but they saw things coming. They saw like in 2008, a couple years before 2008 happened, they saw the crash coming, and everybody thought they were crazy. And they took a lot of abuse, or like it was in their freaking minds, and then it happened. So I kind of feel like I'm kind of reliving that, and my own way. It's like, I'm here to bring in, some kind of alien knowledge, and it's similar to that. And it's, they went through some shit. So, people weren't believing it, and all for good reason, obviously, because they're bet against the economy, basically. Yeah, they shorted the housing market. So they bet against the housing market that was going to crash, and sure enough, it did. So, not that I'm doing any of that, but anyway, I'm not betting against anything. Just anyway, yeah. So just be careful what you wish for. So we want your disclosure, be specific. Because once they show up, you can't get rid of them. So you might have a squid being, you might have a walking hamburger. I don't even have that, but once they show up, I feel like a lot of people are going to be, like I said, super pissed off. At least the majority. Some kind of, there might be like certain countries or something where these beings will show up and won't be affecting the rest of the world just yet. But people in here know it exists. They just don't want it to exist. But I feel like it's going to find its way here eventually. Somebody's going to manifest it. And somebody, myself, is just here to help with that process when they show up and everybody's going crazy. Something like that. So, yeah. It's not, I don't know, some people think it's going to be the best thing ever. I don't know about that. Maybe for you, but everybody else is going to be losing it. So, but yeah, this is definitely a perfect time. I don't know, I saw like the stock market might take a dive, and they might show up during that process. It's like, here you go, here's some relief. It's like, not that it's going to crash completely, but, I feel like a economic hit, and then here they are. They just showed up just a second ago, so take that with a grain of salt, but you never know. I think it's inevitable. Something's got to give. It feels like enough people here are ready for a change. They're tired of their old realities, and they need at least hints of what's to come. Something like that. You've had that with the Pentagon. Yeah, people are talking about that. That normally would not talk about that stuff. So yeah, your average, your normal people are talking about it on the YouTube things. That's all it seems to be that's out there. So okay, all right. Bring Ashtar in and give a different perspective, whatever it might be. I think Ashtar is a good connection. They do connect to politics, at least from my connection. Not that that's what they're going to talk about. They're very much involved with the government. Not everybody agrees with that, but everyone has their own version that they connect to. There's a lot of feline beings connected to them. They're connected to Sirius, but I think they're connected to everybody. They have like different divisions, and it's all it's a large group. So I tell you this, when I was connecting to Ashtar a while back, I did have like some reptilian interference to tell me, to discourage me from doing it. I felt it like an attack, an energy attack. I think, I don't know, it's before I channeled them or what. When I took it more seriously, I would bring them in, but then I took it more, went deeper into who they are, and reptilians, some group did not want that connection. So figures, right? What's new? It's always of course, there's all other insectoid beings. There's all kinds of other stuff that's out there. So, all right, blessings. And we'll go into prime career too, kind of soften things up. We'll see where it goes. I don't know anything that's going to go. So, our blessings. Here we go. Greetings, Ashtar Command. This is Ashtar. Greetings. Yes, there's many alien anomalies currently going on your planet. There's alien entities that are assisting your governments to bring a stimulus package through for those that are in need. Realize there's going to be funds to be brought in from unknown sources to help those that are in trouble at this time. This pandemic, there's different ways of looking at it. There's a financial pandemic, there's a virus pandemic, there's a mental pandemic. There's plenty of pandemics going on currently. A pandemic of uncertainty, as some are. Realize with some on your world that everything's taken away. That is their moment of darkness, but also a moment of finding themselves. And some find themselves and don't always like it. They're used to what society, they're used to that society person that they have to be. You can call them normies, call them whatever you want. As there's a different side to everyone. There's the galactic side, there's the human side for your world. The galactic side is coming out more for those that wish to. The spiritual side, basically, to let go of the control mechanisms of your reality. The tentacles of it, because there is a mental hold on many. Fear-based. Well, the fear is programmed by reptilians to easily program you. It's like, you can't do this, you can't do that. Now you're under our control. It's a spell. Around your planet, the spell, it's an interdimensional war that's going on. And you're here to bring peace. So your war with, you can say, you technically have a war with the aliens. Of humans have given their power away to them, the ones that aren't so loving. And now you're here to take your power back. And that's your higher dimensional self that you're bringing in. And not letting the program, the show, the earth reality, not to interfere with the things that you want. And many are going to look for a simplistic way of life, and manifestation will become faster, because you're no longer going by the program, the manifestation of program, instead of doing the manifestation of what's best for you and those around. It's not easy to this is why so many people have difficulties manifesting, and it's never easy here on this planet. But once you disconnect from the program itself, it does become easier. So, and of course some are disconnected from it now and they feel like they're still not manifesting. And that has a lot to do with self-healing that's going on. And sometimes there's chemical energies to enhance one's abilities. As they do recognize it, but it's still hard. As many are becoming more powerful here on your planet. Yeah, so the galactic war is going to become more known. Slowly. Or quickly, depending on how much you want to see. It's a test of time. It's to see how long you can stay in this hoax reality. As you connect more to yourselves, the program no longer has life. It's just wandering around looking for someone else to hook onto. And not everybody can handle an overdose of reality. An overdose of reality is an overdose of fear. Materialism, wealth, that's all the overdose of reality. And you disconnect all of that, go for more simple things in life, it does become easier. So you're going into a new manifestation level of your existence. As once you disconnect from your third dimension reality, more alien energies are easier to see. If you wish them to see them. Some are here to heal the program, and some are here to disconnect from it, which is another form of healing also. So there's going to be a divide in your society, basically alien energies and human vibrations. of a society that wishes to still be human, but as many of you are going to be like travelers, galactic travelers, connecting more to your galactic starseed friends. So you notice on your internet how people are traveling, going to exotic places, but some of you are going to bring some of those exotic beings from outer space here, and so you'd be contactees, or more taken seriously. Now, it has not formulated fully, but expect that to become part of your norm eventually. I don't have a timeline for this, but we're just putting it out there for you to connect with. As eventually your news will even broadcast those that are connecting to alien beings and even see them. Maybe I won't believe it, doesn't matter. As your consciousness is letting go of third dimensional programming, more of your alien, individual contacts will become more prominent on your planet. So that's when you know contact is in full swing. Some people might not believe it. We're going to expect that. It doesn't really matter. It's better not to believe, because then you can live in the program with less anxiety. So that's another reason why it has not manifested, but it is becoming more likely to manifest into your reality. It's inevitable. Many of you have come to, and now you're obviously learning a great deal in this reality, but many of you want, yes, to spice things up. Add another where, no matter the consequences, as many of you already know that, you just want some alien interaction where you feel different here. But of course, you're going to go through a lot of the, if you have alien connections in the physical and it becomes public, it's not exactly the best experience. A new kind of celebrity, you can say. Unwanted celebrity. So, yes, be careful what you wish for. But it is inevitable to come into your society. This reality is shifting out of 3D, where just like anything out in the wilderness, anything can happen. It's like you're in a jungle or in just a modern life, anything can come in. And as you do more of that galactically, you've already experienced it, you're not seeing it, but one day it will become more part of modern society. Sightings become more frequent and more accepted. Well, maybe not fully accepted, but it'd be a half and half on that. But it'd become more normal in your society for sightings to be seen. On a daytime level, nighttime level, whatever it might be, and become more frequent as just to get you prepared for what's to come. And remember, you're manifesting this. This isn't us. We are assisting, yes. But then you channel energies from this knowledge from us to assist your society. We're here just to bring a different type of way of looking at things, what worked for us. It doesn't always going to make it's going to work for you. So, men are going through much inner healing at this time. And alien visitation won't assist too much. Realize we see that very clearly, what is needed to be healed internally. And we do assist on a different level. And you do connect to us astrally, get us our advice on what to do in the third dimension. When you do wake back up, what to do, what exercise to do. Mental exercise or physical exercise, whatever it might be. It's up to you. You still have the power long run. But there will be those that wish to see us in the physical that have had enough of the entertainment of your reality, the government of your society, and want to just bring something in more positive. Even if it's something positive, we'll bring in something other entities will follow most likely. Well, one showed up. one shows up, others would like to follow. Because you're going to get used to that positive energy, and then you'll have a visitation from many others that will be of a different energy. Because you're all different, so you're going to connect to something diverse in your society. But this is your alien disclosure, first alien disclosure from within, what you're ready for. And some say they're ready for it, but still doing a lot of internal healing. And it's not always the easiest. As externally, it sounds nice for us to be here, but mentally, it's still a mental war. Because as some of you, some aren't always healing in astrals. You do heal in astrals. Some aren't. Some are pushing away the psychiatrist and saying, "I want this instead." It happens quite a bit, actually. So for an alien invasion to occur, which is most likely not exactly as seen on your entertainment, but many of you are going to be allowing walk-ins to come in through family, also physical connections, is on the horizon, where you'll see as a star person connecting to a human person in a friendly manner and be broadcasted across your planet. Eventually, yes. We're just setting the seeds, and it's up to you where it gets planted. The likelihood is most likely. But once again, timelines are up to you. Because it's like a tree. You're kind of growing up. You are that tree itself. You're growing yourselves into a new energy field. So, as you know, events occur on your world and you find a way to adapt. But as alien vibrations come in, you'll find a way to adapt. As more become, it's like, because many of you are opening up your chakras, more of your energy fields for a welcome of who's out there in the star world and star universe. So it'll happen gradually, of course. It's not going to happen quickly once it does engage into your planet. But a reason we are here is just to assist you to mentally prepare. Yes, and be careful what you wish for, of course. Many are having difficulties in their own lives. Having an alien would just add more depression than to heal it. Add more problems instead of healing your problems. The idea for us to come is to assist and not to cause mayhem. Some here are causing trouble, of course. But that's also part of the human experience. The reason these beings are here causing difficulties is because humans are learning from them. And your teachers are hidden. Reptilians, some are Palladians, etc. I think you know, without us listening, everybody. Humanity is learning through them to prepare for a galactic connection. But some wish to put their toe in the water, and eventually somebody's going to come out of that water. And you're living in a totally different place. So, let's greetings. This is Prime Prayer Blessings. Blessings to you from the universe inside of you. Greetings to all of you in your incarnation cycles. We are watching you on Earth Flicks. Realize this, many souls are not really ready to heal. That's why they have called drama on your planets. Some are constantly creating drama. They're healing slightly in their own way. Sometimes drama is, it's like you set yourself on fire and eventually you put yourself out. But you get other people to throw gasoline on you. And eventually you'll wash yourself out, but until you're crisp. That's usually when people end their cycles of doing the same thing to make themselves lives harder. And some like being on fire. And so they continue that for a very long time. Yes, relationship energies, those are like in a divorce situation currently, I feel like we have to bring that up, of basically, like you have somebody in your, or this can go for friendships too, someone that's been like horrible in your past and trying to disconnect. A lot of that's an astral energy that won't derail. Meaning there's a contract there. Why is this person not going away? It's like, why isn't this divorce going through? Why isn't this person just disconnected from us? Because there's a contract there that not everything's fully learned. When the contract breaks is when that person goes away. Because that shows, and if it gets heavy and ugly, it meaning that, yes, it was a deep contract that did not need to, you signed it, it sounded good at first, and you get into it, it's like, what was I thinking? Because there's deep soul learning there. Yes, it might hurt, but it's also to keep you from connecting to that person ever again. For the most part, be surprised how many soul connections are disconnected from here. Some, not all, some are very painful. You come to this world to disconnect from some individuals. In other worlds, everyone's fluff and spice. You don't want to disconnect. Well, it all depends. But you find ways of not to. No reason to. We'll just make it work. But then over time you have lifetimes that aren't very friendly. Like in Astral Wars or Fourth Dimensional Wars, wherever it might be. So incarnate here, you try to disconnect from your person, you just can't do it. So you can incarnate here to disconnect. So, like if you're going, we'll just use a divorce as an example. Those that have a divorce that goes on forever, why can't I get rid of this person? Is because that shows how deep the soul connection goes. And once that's disconnected, it's over, most likely. But to get there, it just shows how far the two souls have, known each other, and have got, things have gone well in other lifetimes, but after what things have soured, and you come to this world to cut ties, and this mean ties. So this world is a world creator, world breaker. As other worlds, this was one of the better ones for it. Yes, it's painful when you have this disconnect. Because some of you disconnect from souls in spirit too, and you do that here. Even in spirit, you don't always disconnect. It's like to really, because that shows that the lineage, how long you've known this person, is the length of divorce or a painful connection. So you tried to work things out lifetime through lifetime through lifetime, it just never worked. So you come here to divorce Earth, or divorce court, or whatever you want to call it, planet divorce, and disconnect. Now you might reconnect this person again once they've rebuilt themselves. Now, it's not all connections are like this, but some are. Some are just difficult to get rid of. Some don't want to get rid of. Have some of you experienced. That's why we're bringing it up. Yes, the deep wounds are hard to heal. And your fourth dimensional knowledges are bringing in, fifth dimension, is a lot of this stuff is going to become more known of the origins of a connection. You're warning that now, you're going to go further into it in the future. As more of your collective is allowing more alien spiritual knowledge to be known, these disconnects can be quicker. But seeing how the world looks the other way, there's a lot of tricks or energies with that. Eventually you'll heal it. You're building a new planet. So some of these souls are going to reconnect to this world in a low vibrational sense, depending on who they are, and continue to reconnect. Continue the low vibrational. So if you go into a higher vibration and this other person is a lower vibration, this person is most likely going to recycle the Earth's low vibrations, most likely, as you ascend. So they're kind of slowing down from your ascension to an extent. So, but overall, yes, alien disclosure, that's up to you. Of course, you have. It's like going to McDonald's. You can choose whatever you want. It might not happen as fast as you want. You might get a new animal, a cat, a dog, a bunny. There's your alien disclosure. Have a nice day. Well, it might not be what you're looking for as for a human. Do you want to adopt a humanoid rabbit? Well, there might be a time where that will occur. Right now, the animal friends are close enough right now. But as you develop yourselves to more of a galactic knowledge, your alien cat is just preparing you for alien disclosure. Or all disclosures for that matter. It's all on how you look at things. You look at it from a fourth dimensional world. Yes, you're healing. Yeah, all animals are here to heal the soul. And they're here to heal themselves. They're here to learn too. It's like they look at you going to work and everything's like, man, I'm glad I'm not in your shoes. But they're there to help you through that. You feel the stress of it. It's kind of like having a spirit guide as an animal form in the physical, as many of you know. So you're drastically changing your earth, as you can see. Yes, a big cough is going on across the planet. Yes, it is a rebirth. Not an easy one, because the world never makes it easy for anything. Men are headstrong to keep the old society going. But those of you want a lighter earth, but many are wanting the old earth. So it's kind of a tug and war, as you can see. Those that are lighter will get stronger. But want the lighter energies, the less confusion. You are getting stronger, and the others are figuring out where they're going to go. They're putting up a fight, basically, as you can see. They're not willing to disconnect from this reality just yet. As many of you wish to cleanse the earth, others are saying, I don't think so. That's part of the soul growth. They're teaching you to be stronger. So as you're bringing this new earth energies, you get stronger with it. It's like, this isn't as easy as we thought it was going to be. And that's the point. As hard as that might be for some, it's imagine the soul growth you're actually getting out of this more than you might realize. So your lighter energy is getting stronger as those pull back and don't want any of. They want to go back to the old ways, and some of them will. But it's going to be slightly shifted. It's going to just continue to shift out, and then eventually let go from your reality. It's kind of showing its expiration. A lot of these big companies are showing their expiration. Notice a lot of the major technical companies that use AI and all, they seem to be doing okay. Because they're the future. The other old-fashioned, even the flights, the planes, the airlines, all of those are old-fashioned technologies. A lot of those are going to eventually fade out, and new ones will come in. So, yes, you're figuring out what to keep and what to let go of. So in your earth transformation, just tell you all to give yourselves a big hug and to enjoy the adventure of all this. Your manifestations will increase drastically. And new earth would, yes, not be the new earth many are visualizing. It might be more powerful than you might think. Be more solid, meaning stronger in many different ways. Then some are visualizing it, but you'd be surprised how powerful it's going to be. Because they're not making it easy for this, so it's like if you went instantly to the new earth, the world wouldn't be as strong and foundation of a lighter vibration. But so you have to fight for it. It's like, is this really what you want? Yes, it's really what you want. Okay, we have to go through all this to get to it. And that's where you get stronger. Blessings. See you all on Earthflix. We'll be watching and growing with you. Blessings.